Yeah, I just heard that. Did you get touched?
Something touched my...
I've had a lot of things happen down here.
Like what?
Well,
I probably should ask when I leave.
I'll show you one area where it happened. Watch your head. So if we go over here.
Okay, we're the only ones down here, right?
Yep. So, last Friday the 13th, which was July last year, this light had burned out that day. And it was burned out for quite a while, but every time if I was training someone on the Explore More tour, when I'd come near this and talk, the light, it would flicker, even though it was burned out. So Jake, I brought him down here in January and told him about that story. And I said, look at this. And I went to talk and it flared.
Whoa.
And I have no idea what would have
And you left the actual bulb in there still?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one now works. This is
okay, that's a working bulb.
The previous one was burned out, but anytime I talk near it, it would light up. Just flicker, but that one time it flared. And then we were down here last Friday the 13th. And we had a REM pod down here. And over here it started going crazy. And it was just beeping like crazy.
Yeah, you do gotta watch your head in here.
Yeah. And so I remember at one point asking if I've been on tour, if whoever was here has been here when I've been on tour, and it was like beep, 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 beep. I had
the REM pod?
Yeah, I had to walk away for a moment because that was pretty strange.
Those are pretty cool. In case you're wondering what a REM pod, REM pod is, I'm not 100% sure on how it works, but I don't know. The way I was kind of shown a REM pod, and it was gosh, what was her name? It was down in Gettysburg, but it's kind of like a motion sensor for ghosts. And I mean, these things are legit, and they're kind of creepy, like the sounds they make and stuff.
It's like 4 lights, and they light up very randomly, like beep, 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 beep,
yeah.
beep, 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 and they don't always. I mean, I have it sitting over there, and nothing. Moved it over here, and it went crazy.
Okay, in case you're coming in from video number 1, like I mentioned, this is going to be a completely raw, unedited type of video. I know a lot of you like that. I'm not going to put any music, anything creepy. It's just going to be, you know, your take. It's almost like if you're here with me. It's going to be a lot of silent moments. So how about we just hang out here for, I don't know, maybe like half an hour or so, 20 minutes, I don't know, however long you want. It's just her and I here, you know, so we don't have any fancy ghost hunting equipment. We don't have no REM pods or spirit boxes. I left my spirit box in the seance room, and we are going to do another video up there too that's also going to be raw and unedited. So hope you're enjoying this. Make sure to hit a like You know, if you haven't already, go show Susan some love. She's got a huge Instagram.
I don't know about that, but
okay.
I do have one.
Snapchat. Well, what's your social media of choice?
Probably because Facebook's filling up, I'm using Instagram more.
Okay. Yeah, I that's my favorite. That and Twitter. Yeah, actually, Twitter's my favorite. I'm sorry, but I love them both. I love Instagram for the pictures, but Twitter, I mean, like, I feel like I'm connected. Like, my audience on Twitter, like, just, I'm sorry, guys. Like, you that follow me on Twitter, I mean, you guys have to really deal with some of my emotions. I mean, like, whatever I'm feeling, I throw it on Twitter. And sometimes I regret it. Sorry, I know other people do that too. Donald Trump. Just saying, that guy be tweeting all day, man. I don't follow him, by the way, but I follow a lot of you fams that follow him, and I see you guys in the feed, like, retweeting his stuff, and boy, does he tweet a lot. I mean, sometimes he be tweeting stuff that he's deleting too, I think. But, okay, I'm not trying to talk politics. Let's get back into this ghost exploring. Is there anything?
I just thought I heard something. Okay. Down the hall.
Can I go over there?
Yeah. Do you want me to move the sawhorses?
Sure. When you're down here, you gotta watch your head. Are there animals in here?
There could be. There could be squirrels.
Okay, I definitely heard something in there.
Okay. Yeah, we do sometimes. There's small animals that might get in here sometimes. We do have a cat, but he's usually not in here.
Okay.
There was a bat down here last December.
Oh. I like bats.
It actually flew through the house while tours were going on.
Oh gosh.
A call from frantic tour guides going, there's a bat.
That adds to the creepiness. You know, my friend James, okay, he's like 6'6". He would be hitting his head left, and he's blind.
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
He'd be hitting his head left and right. I'm gonna go over there. So, we were over there. My friend Susan said she heard something shuffling its feet over here, almost like something like that. You look really scary over there. Is that you, Sarah Winchester?
No.
How often do you think she came down in here?
Oh, probably rarely.
Probably very rare. Oh, look. There's like some math over here.
Some math?
Yeah. Like they were probably, I mean, I don't know.
There's places where we know they wrote on the wall to, like, calculations or dates. Yeah.
Probably for some of the wood that was being cut.
It could be. It could be for the coal. It could be, I have no idea. what it could be for. But yeah.
But that's probably original.
I can show you a spot I know that we have some original writing down here.
Okay. I mean, like, why would a guest come down here and be like, oh, I'm just gonna randomly do some math here. Oh yeah, 40 and a half plus 60 and 240 plus 20. This is fun. Oh, Susan's coming. Hurry up. Put your pencil in your pocket.
There's some math vandals.
Math vandals. My math teacher would be really proud of me. Is that more math? Look. Yeah. Okay.
That was probably something filled in right there.
Think maybe that was a little hiding place for money?
You know, you never know.
Wait a minute. Sarah probably, do you think she, when did the whole FDIC thing happen? Like where, remember where the...
Like when the banks crashed?
Yeah.
Late 20s. She was dead by then.
She was dead, okay. So they had banks, in other words, back then, but shortly after, I've seen this happen in upstate New York. There's a lot of old homes up there, and funny story, one of our relatives bought a house, and the houses are really cheap in upstate New York. Bought this house for $20,000, and they're doing their final walkthrough at this old house, old house. Early 1900s it was built, probably maybe the 1920s, or maybe somebody lived there, of course, after. A lot of old people used to hide money in their homes. I mean, even till this day, they don't believe in banks, some of them. So he's kind of doing his final walkthrough, and he asks the old woman, there was some pots and pans above I think it was the cabinets, you know? And he's like, hey, do you need help taking those down? And she was like, no, you could have them or whatever. He goes and looks up there, and there's like $25,000 in cash. So it pretty much paid for the house, you can say. So, I mean, if you're living in a house that was built in the early 1900s, and, I mean, like she said, during the 1920s, you're good on your history. I thought I knew my history. Yeah, I mean, during the whole crash, like the bank crash thing, and that's when the whole FDIC came through and insured banks, started insuring banks. But people used to stash their money in their houses. They didn't believe in banks anymore. So, I don't know, that was my first thought, being here and seeing that opening right there, is maybe Sarah was stashing a little stash of her for her own, but she was long gone then, huh?
Yeah, by the 1920s or late 1920s.
What is that?
It looks like coal.
Oh,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I don't know why there's coal over here. I mean, we have coal over here.
Wait a minute, it could be a magnet. Maybe not. I don't know. See, there's metal right there. That's copper. Is copper magnetic?
I don't know. Do I have anything
Oh, here's a staple. No, okay. It's not a magnet.
I think that's just a piece of coal. I don't know what it's doing over here.
Okay. I'm gonna keep this piece of coal.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna bury it somewhere. And in a million years, it's gonna turn into a nice diamond. Is that true?
That coal turns with enough pressure over time, yeah.
Okay.
That's carbon. Diamonds are carbon.
Diamonds are forever.
Highly pressurized carbon. This is usually where our most famous ghost is the wheelbarrow ghost. And this is where he's been seen the most. And you see we have a bunch of coal over there, but I don't know why we have that little piece over there, because that's usually not where people go.
Okay, I felt special for a second. There's like a bunch of coal over there.
Yeah, but you found it in a place it's not supposed to be.
So it is special?
Yeah.
Okay, can I keep this?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
It's cool. But yeah, this is usually where... I had a coworker who's down here sweeping, and there was the wheelbarrow ghost that we have a picture of her servants, and she normally would talk to him when she was down here, just to maybe ward him off. And there was a time that there were tours going through, so she didn't want to be rude and interrupt them, so she didn't say anything. And then as they left, she didn't think to start talking, and he appeared right in front of her, looked at her, turned around, walked off, and disappeared.
Oh my gosh.
She did the appropriate thing, which was freak out a little bit, and then she left the area. And
so have you talked to him?
I have not seen him. I know a lot of people who have, but I've had other things happen down here, and it usually has to do with lights. And the strangest one, if you want to hear that story,
sure,
was right over here. It was Friday the 13th, July of last year. And it was about 2 in the morning. And the way we came down is how people come down here.
Wait, this keeps going? I didn't think...
There's 2 basements, but this is the larger. This is a freight elevator, and it goes on around the corner.
There's an elevator here?
There's 3 of them.
Oh, wow.
There's an Otis one for her bedroom. There's this one, which was a freight one, and one for the North Conservatory. But
I thought we were in like the... I thought that was it. This basement keeps going.
Yeah, this is how we came down.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I'm all messed up right now.
Over there. It is very confusing.
Okay.
But that night, so one of our security guards brought his sister down about 2 in the morning, and she came down the staircase we came down, and she was walking sideways, holding the railing like that. And the light's about midway down where it's being covered. And she said, "I'm not afraid of ghosts, I just don't want to fall." And the light next to her started to turn on.
What?
And her brother and I are standing here looking at this going, "Well, that's strange." And he asked, "Shouldn't that light be on?" Because we did have the lights on here in the basement because, as you saw, it'd be too dangerous to have people walking around down here in the dark. Lots and lots of people. So I said, "Well, I don't think it's been on at all, but I'll check it," because we've been doing some flashlight questioning, you know, where you loosen up the bulb and then ask yes or no answers. So I thought maybe somebody loosened the bulb. Went and checked, fully screwed in, turned around, it was switched to off, tested it, it worked. So the only time that light came on is when somebody said they were afraid of falling.
Oh, wow.
So sometimes, yeah, it's kind of strange. It seems like whatever we had was very polite. We have nice ghosts.
I hear that too. Like there's, anytime I just touched asbestos.
No, it's...
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay.
This is just because...
It looks like it.
I bumped into this constantly.
Oh, yeah, so you got to cushion the bump if you hit your head. But I have heard that too, when it comes to hauntings here at the Winchester house, that it's, you know, if anything, it's mischievous, you know, some of the ghosts.
Yeah.
It's like they like to pull pranks.
The ones where I felt uncomfortable has been more of a mischievous type.
Okay.
But the ones, generally you don't get a feeling of anger or madness. You just get this feeling of people who enjoy being here. There's almost a peacefulness to it, but it's still unnerving when it happens, but there's nothing that bad about it.
So there's a question that I have that, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have this question, and I mean, as much as I've studied up on the Winchester house, it hit me today. You know, she was constantly building this house, and the day she died, of course, it's stopped being built. And I mean, one of the main reasons why she was building on, and this is just, it's not my opinion, it's just things that I've read, is because of the hauntings.
To confuse the spirits.
To confuse the spirits too. Or to make the spirits happy. That was another thing. Do you think it became more haunted the day she died?
I do, and I think it's become more haunted over the years. When I worked here in the mid-'80s, it really wasn't. There were a few. I'd hear my name called when I was here by myself.
Really?
Yeah, I'd hear it constantly. After a while, you just go, "What?" But it seems that it has gotten a little more active, and we feel it around certain times of year. Halloween, we feel it a lot, and I think that's because there's just so much going on in the house. We feel it around mid-July, which is around this time, or late July, around right now, because this is around the time Annie died. Yeah, I just heard that. Did you get touched?
Something touched my pants right now. Like right around my groin area.
That's pretty weird.
I'm not even kidding.
I believe you. I saw how you jumped.
It was like doing this, and like I was like I went to go reach for something in my pocket, and then it just stopped, and it freaked me out, and then I realized that, oh, that was strange. That was really strange. Okay, that's never happened before.
Welcome.
As you're talking about, you know.
Well, this is around the time Annie died.
Have you ever been like touched by a ghost? Like,
yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, like I said earlier, when I had my skirt tucked.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like I said, like my underwear was being pushed down, but it felt like a little kid. It didn't feel raw. It felt like a little kid, like a little kid trying to get your attention. Like, Mom, I'm trying to get your attention.
I don't think this was a little kid.
No, there probably weren't little kids down here.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the writing on the wall over here?
Yeah.
That we know is original.
All right, whatever spirit just tried to touch me down below, I'm taking, okay? And I love my fiance. She's everything to me, and I think she'd get pretty jealous.
See the plexiglass right here?
Uh-huh.
If you can see, it shows you when they started the fire each year.
Oh, cool. Wait, what fire?
This is the coal boiler.
Oh, the boiler. Oh, so I got you.
It says 1903 started fire November 18th. Mm-hmm. 1904 started fire December 8th. So it not only lets you know when they started the fire, but when the weather started to change, and they felt that they needed to put that in. There's also more equations up here on the wall, which again, I don't really see why somebody would come in here and just
do that.
Tag her walls with math. Rogue mathematicians.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, she had people here all day long for, I mean, all night long too. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this was a working house. People lived here.
People were using math every single day. Every single day. This was a mathematician's dream.
Yes.
For 36 years? 38 years.
38 years.
38 years. Okay, some people say 36. So I'm 37. I didn't hear 37. I just heard 36 and 38. So it's 38 years.
That's what we believe.
A lot of math. Is it true that they stopped construction the day she died?
That is what the legends say, yes. And as far as I know, I can't say that there's anything that would make that false. Okay. So although, with as much as we're continually fixing the house, restoring things, you can say it's still continuing.
Because they got to keep this place up. I mean, this is
it's a lot of work.
I can imagine. It needs TLC. And they've done a fantastic job keeping this place. I mean, this is as original as it can be. I mean, what it looked like. You know, I mean, it stopped construction in 1922. Am I right?
Yes.
That's the year that Sarah passed away?
September 5th, 1922. That was the day she died.
That's almost 100 years of aging. I mean, I'll tell you what, I've been in some creepy abandoned places, and I mean, after 5 years, I mean, vegetation just takes over.
You know, one thing I've noticed is that I think houses that are abandoned they die. Mm-hmm. And houses, even if they're not being kept up, but if there's somebody living in them, they're still alive. And you notice that, like in places where there's a lot of foreclosures and people have moved out, you start to see the house just start to cave in.
That's true.
And where there's people, even if the house is falling apart and they're not doing much, there's still something alive about it.
Has this house ever not been vacant? Like, did they let it go for any period of time after Sarah's death?
Not really. Well, it was auctioned off. One of the interesting things is they felt this house had no value. It was damaged in the earthquake and never repaired. It was unfinished. And so they felt that the house was, nobody could live here. And it was auctioned off, and the people who bought it opened it up for tours on June 30th, 1923. So it was
not long after.
No, it was in about 9 months after her death that they opened the house for tours.
Do you know how much it went for at auction?
135,000. Now at that time though, that was a lot of money at that time.
Oh my gosh. All right, I was getting ready to say it, that there has to be a small cut there because my camera, for whatever strange reason, it stops recording at 24 minutes. So I'm gonna probably explore just a tiny bit more. Is there any more to the basement that we haven't seen yet?
There's a little bit over here if you want to see that. It is 1151.
Okay, all right. We're getting close. I think we gotta do the
third floor and the
third floor. So we're gonna go to the third floor next. That's gonna be our next video. I might incorporate the seance into that because we're running low on time. These guys are, let me tell you something, they're very, very special. Big shout out to them. Are you guys volunteers, or you do get, okay, you do get paid to be here, okay? Well, I think Susan deserves a raise, okay? And whoever is watching this video that is above her, which I'm sure there's nobody above her because she's pretty awesome. Yeah, she needs more, because I mean, she's here late with us, and we even came an hour late. We had a long drive from San Diego, and we got caught up in traffic. We were supposed to be here at 8. We ended up being here at 9, so I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Really sorry.
I've been in this basement till 3 in the morning before. Last Friday the 13th, I was down here till 3:30.
How was that?
It was interesting. That was where we had the light come on, and then we had some people, a paranormal investigative team down here that were doing the flashlight talking, and about 2 they came and told me, whoever's down here doesn't want us down here anymore, so we're going to leave. I thought, great, I'm down here another hour and a half. So,
well, I will have to say, whatever is down here wants me to be here. I mean, based on
well, they may have been confused by your shorts. They may have looked at the rip and go, is it rip?
Okay. You know what? That's the area that I felt. I mean, it was kind of like it was almost like it was pulling me.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, where was I standing?
You're right here.
Maybe it was trying to pull me in a certain direction. Maybe it was trying to pull me towards the stairs.
Well, do you want to go up there?
There is one thing, okay, because you mentioned something that was quite interesting, that the light never turned on until somebody mentioned that they were scared going down the stairs.
Mm-hmm. They're in the ballroom.
Okay.
Ballroom's above us.
All right, Mo is here with me, and he's with Jake. Jake is another guy. He's showing them around. He's going to be doing a video here down in the basement as well, but I want to actually go down those stairs the way that woman was going down the stairs and see if we get any kind of activity or any kind of...
I don't know if the light will turn on because...
The electric's off?
Yeah. It wasn't off that night. We just had them screwed because we have to have the lights on down here.
Maybe they'll...
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. They might have another way to show themselves. All right, so... I'm going to do just that. I'm going to believe that I'm scared going down those stairs. I gotta go up. So she was walking sideways, right?
Mm-hmm. Clutching the rail with both hands.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do it with one hand because I'm holding my camera on the other. And I'm just going to... I'm just going to kind of, I don't know, I'm going to put myself in a position where I am scared. I'm going to pretend Susan's not even there. I'm here alone. You're here alone. So, you know what I'm going to do with my eyes closed? Oh yeah, this is scary. Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, I don't know if I accidentally bumped this wall. Possible. Alright, Mo is talking up there. Sorry for that. Is this the light that turned on right here?
Yeah.
Okay, we have, I guess all the lights are off here. I'm not sure if they turned off all the breakers or something, but...
Yeah.
I think they're coming down here. So check this out. I did kind of feel something going down when I was scared there. And remember how you were telling me in the seance room? It was in the first video. Susan was sharing with us a story while I don't know if it was the last time she was up there, but she said that she felt like a tumbling feeling. And that's
that was a long time ago, but yeah.
Oh, it was a long time ago?
Did you feel that coming down the stairs?
Yeah, I felt like a tumbling feeling, kind of like the room was spinning.
I've been told that that's if the spirit is on top of you. I don't know. Maybe they're fascinated by your shorts.
Yeah. Okay. All right, fam. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start letting you go. Big shout out to, I don't know who else to thank other than Susan and Jake. I mean, the whole Winchester Mystery House staff?
Yeah.
For letting us be here.
It's a team. There's a lot of us here. Okay.
But huge shout out to Susan for sharing all the history that she shared with us and all her personal stories here. I love hearing personal stories. I mean, because it's one thing, like, I mean, I've read up on this place so many times, but until you talk to somebody who's lived it, experienced it, I mean, you're missing out. So I encourage you, come check out the Winchester Mystery House for yourself. Talk to some of the workers here, get their take on it. You know, she was here in the 80s, left for some time, came back, and things changed. She had new stories, and she's always going to have some new stories. So, yeah, come talk to Susan. I like Susan a lot. So, big shout out to her. I'm going to leave a link down in the description to the Winchester Mystery House. Be sure to check it out. If you do check this place out, tag me on Instagram, tag me on Twitter, and be sure to tell them that Omar sent you. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Also, check out my boy Joey Official. He has a channel too. He's doing a video here along with my friend Mo Sargi. Big shout out to them for, you know, just coming here with me and making cool videos. I gotta go for now before you leave. Give me a kiss.